guess I really don't know what Christmas is all about. Isn't there anyone who knows what Christmas is?
Hey guys, welcome to Nailmas Day 6. I know somebody behind by 5 days, but thank God I'm doing 12 days of Christmas, so there's no real pressure, right? So I'm going in with some regular Amazon full cover tips. I wanted to use them like normal tips. Nothing really behind it. I just want to use them like normal tips. Just before that, we're going in with our sunscreen. I realized that I don't use the gloves often, or I don't use it any at all, so I was like, why not just protect myself with some sunscreen? So that's why I did. This need to be my new practice, using sunscreen when I'm going to use the UV light very heavily. So afterwards, we're going to wipe away the product off my nails. These nails are already prepped, by the way, but I still wanted to remove that extra shine that was on it off from the sunscreen, so that's what I did. Then I'm going in with my trusty glue never lie, and then I'll apply it to my tips like a regular tip. I know it's a full cover tip, but I'm using it like a tip, as I said before. And I'll go ahead and apply each of the nails to my nails. Just when I was gluing the nails, the two finger them glue. Look at that. I was like, oh my gosh, they're stuck together, and I was trying to pull them apart, but they won't. Hence why Mr. This glue is trusty, right? It is doing what it's supposed to do, really. So now I'm going in with my drill bit, and I'm using my favorite bit. That's the ceramic bit. I purchased this off Amazon, as I said. If I didn't say it before, I'm saying it again, that I'll be listing and I'll be reviewing everything at the end of the year that I've purchased over the year from Amazon. I might create a store where I just link all the links to, so you guys can definitely one click away without going in and searching for the items. Hopefully that helps. I don't think I can create a storefront without having something. I don't quite remember what it was, but I can't quite create a storefront like that. So we're going in with our, I think this is nude pink. And before I go ahead, I'm cleaning up my brush. I don't know when it gets to the colder seasons, it tends to harden the brush a little bit, but I saw that. I'm going in with nude pink on these nails. These nails are hella thick, hence why they're press-on nails, and I would highly recommend them if you are considering starting your press-on business. These nails are effective. I was speaking on the last video about some cover nails, full cover nails, that I don't recommend necessarily using because they're so frail. So, but if it's a one time where I okay, go right ahead. But if you're going to something that you're going to be wearing constantly, I recommend these nails. So I'll try to link it in the description down below if you're very interested. I don't recommend using like a regular tip unless you don't have the tip, but I recommend you filing it down as thin as possible because these nails are all thick and thick. All right, so I'll go in with my nude pink and do a full application. This took a hot minute. I will insert the length of time that it took me to do one nail, so you can think about doing all 5 nails. So it took me a while. I was done, feeling like a baddie. Yeah, click clack clap. Who is that? The bad bit back. Anyway, so I go in with my filing. This also took a lot. Now that I find that I have gotten to a certain age, I mean, I'm not that old, but I've gotten to a certain age, and I feel like these nails are long. Like, even for nail art purposes, I was like, bruh, them long though. How people use them on a regular basis? I can't come to terms, but shout out to who can wear nails like this length and longer. Shout out to no. You guys are queens. Anyways, we're going in with my favorite bit. This is a ceramic bit. As I said, or if I didn't say, that I'll be doing an honest review at the end of the year about all the products that I bought over the year. So stay tuned for that video. So I'm going in, okay. And the other problem is that rebalancing long nails is a little bit tedious. You have to ensure you balance it properly. And remember that longer nails take a lot more product. So you have to ensure you balance it without taking off too much product. So I was going in on these nails, even though these nails are quote unquote press on nails, I still needed to I still needed to do the extra filings and all the necessary stuff. So now that we're done with the filing of the nails, so I'm going in with my buffer, smoothing out these long nails. This was pretty much easy because I had a little length to work with. So you know, long nails have them pros and cons, and this one was one of the pros. I will be doing a 3D nail art for Santa. Yeah, come here, feel very extra in today's video. So creating my Santa, I'm going to use dark nude because I wanted my Santa to have a little color. So I'm going to use dark nude on that, and then for the mustache and for his beard, I'm going in with white, and I'll be using the pointy part of my brush to create a little texture in the nails, and I'll go ahead and build that up. I'll also build it up around the head also do the same thing where I use the point of my brush to create textures for it to look more realistic. So I did the beard, the mustache, everything, the top of the hat. Now I'm going in with red apple from Mia Secret to create the hat part. I did have to go in with some more white because the red was so pigmented. It was starting to change the color of the white, which I should have done the opposite, where I add the hat first and then I went in with the white. But it wasn't that big a deal. Then I went in to add a little bit more fluff to my Santa's beard to ensure that, you know, it looked enough, right? And as I said, I'll use the tip of my brush to create textures for it to look a little bit more realistic. I'll also add the little fluff at the end of my Santa hat, and I'll do the same texture where I'll use the tip of my brush to define it a little bit more. I also went in and did some eyebrows. I also wanted to do some mustache. You know that little mustache when you have it a little, yeah? I wanted to do that, but it wasn't working out. So I decided to scrap that part. My Santa was looking very crazy. Like, he was looking like he was up to something. He looked like he was on crack. But it was still fun to do. After I was done with messing around with my Santa on the other nails, I'm just going to write ho 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 on them, and then I'll go ahead and add some Swarovskis, you know, imitating Christmas lights. But just before I go in and add the Christmas lights, I'm going to use some blooming gel, and then I'll go in with some red to add luminous to the colors because I want it to be like red Christmas lights. I don't know how well it turned out, but it grew on me. I like them. I like them. I think it could be a little better, but I absolutely love them. I love how it turned out to be. So not as though I'm trying to convince myself, but actually, the nails actually grew on me, and I love them. I love them. Alright, now try to convince nobody else. That'll make it sound like I'm trying to convince myself. It grew on me, and I love them. So after that, we're going to allow them to bloom. I was actually trying to help it to bloom a little better, but then I stopped. I went in with some top coat over the entire nail, and then I was going with the Swarovskis, adding them onto the blooming area. and then I'll go ahead and cure the entire nail.
Make that money, throw it in, booty bouncing, go ahead. Rolls Royce, Lamborghini, Blue Medina, always beaming, rag top, chrome pipes, blue lights, out of sight. Long weave, sold in, say it again, sold in. Make that money, throw it in, booty bouncing, go ahead. Rolls Royce, Lamborghini, Blue Medina, always beaming, rag top, chrome pipes, blue lights, out of sight. Long weave, sold in, say it again, sold in. Make that money, throw it in.
So this is where my Santa started looking crazy. When I started creating the eyes on my Santa, I was like, yo, my Santa is looking a little bit wild in them streets. I'll go ahead and create the white surface of the eyes, and then I'll create the mouth area. The mouth area was saying ho ho ho. I was battling with whether or not if I should put the ho 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 on his beard to kind of make it seem a little bit more. But I decided not to because I thought it would have been a little bit much. So I decided not to. Went ahead and cured this. Boy, I was just examining the nails because I was like, yo, these nails look kind of crazy. Like I was taking a little while to put the nails on the lamp because it was looking a little bit crazy. As I said, I'll go ahead and cure this for a short minute, around 30 seconds. And then I'll come back and start drawing the eyes. This is where it got a little bit more crazy because the eyes them look kind of about like it looked crazy. It looked crazy. I don't know if you can see it, but it did look crazy to me. Like I sat there for a little bit looking at my nails. I was like, why Santa? What's going on? Like why my Santa looking like this? See me examine it there? No sir. Anyways, I'll go ahead and cure that. Couldn't do nothing better. Cure that, and then we go in with our cuticle oil. As you can see, we kind of spruce up my Santa a little bit by adding a little Swarovski here and there. So yeah, so this is my Santa. This is my Santa inspired nails. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment down below, and I'll see you guys in day 7.